Topic for today is data types in Java. As all of us know, data is a very important type, and whenever we talk about a programming language, the data types specify what type of data is to be used in the program and how will we access those data types. Data types in the Java is classified into primitive and non-primitive data types. The primitive data types are also known as simple data types, and a primitive data type is defined by the programming language. It's predefined by the language. Primitive data types do not depend on other data types, right? They are not dependent on other data types. They can be further classified into numeric data types and non-numeric data types. Like if I say the non-primitive data types, they are also known as reference data types because they are referred to by some other data items. They depend on other data types. Non-primitive data types, they are class, interface and array. So these are the non-primitive data types. For the classification, we can see like data types primitive and non-primitive. The primitive data types can be classified as numeric and non-numeric. The numeric can be integer and floating point. The whole numbers, they are the integer, decimal, they are the floating point. Non-numeric, we can have a char, we can have Boolean which results to true and false. Non-primitive, we have class, array and interface. So we can just see the various data types. Primitive data types can be integers, whole numbers, floating point numbers, characters and Boolean. The different integer data types are byte, short, int and long. They are signed values, positive and negative values they can have. Java does not support unsigned data types. Byte is of 8-bit, short is 16-bit, int is 32-bit and long is 64-bit. Byte is the smallest. Its range is from -128 to +128. Byte variables are declared by use of the keyword byte, like byte x, y, short. Short again, it's a signed 16-bit data type. Its range is -32768 to +32767. It is probably the least used data type in Java. Keyword used is short, like this. Int, it is the most commonly used data type. It has a range -2147483648 to 2147483647. Keyword used is int x, y, z. Long is again a signed 64-bit data type used to store bigger numbers. Again, floating point numbers, real numbers. For using the decimal parts, we have float and double. Float is up to 8 decimal places and 16 is up to 16 decimal places. Bigger numbers, they are used in double. Double uses 64 bits of storage, whereas float uses 32 bits of storage. When you need to have more accurate data, we use the double data type. Character. In Java, the data type used to store character is char. The character set of Java is Unicode. Java character is 16-bit type and the range is 0 to 65,536. Then we have the Boolean data type. It is used to represent logical values, true and false. Data type is Boolean. It uses only 1 bit for storing the data, 0 and 1. The simple data types: byte, short, int, long, char, float, double and Boolean. They are the various data types of Java. Let's revise. Which of the following data type can store only 2 values? It will be Boolean, true and false. String literal is enclosed within. It will be double quotes. This is the range of the primitive data types. This thing you must remember for your examinations and future studies. It is very important. Byte 8 bits, range is given. Short, int, long, float, double, char and Boolean. Then we have the wrapper class. For each primitive data type, there is a corresponding wrapper class. It is used to convert a primitive data type into an object and sometimes object into primitive data type. Like byte, the wrapper class is byte, capital B. Notice the difference here. Short, small s, wrapper class, capital S. Int, we have integer, capital I. Long, capital L. Float, double, character, and Boolean. As we all know, Java is a case sensitive language, so the difference between capital B and small b used in the word byte. Further classes, we will study some other topics. Keep on waiting for the further videos.